Excerpts from the book Enemies of the State and Other Stories by Emmanuel Zumani Kondo. Chapter 11. The Media Team. The function was being beamed on screens located at strategic points around the big marquee erected for the occasion outside the presidential residence. The roving cameras made it easy to quickly note who had made it to the celebration of the 2035 World Freedom of Expression Day, WFED, a successor to the World Press Freedom Day, WPFD. Not that any journalist would deliberately miss the function. Who would miss a presidential invitation even in 2035 when freedom of association enjoyed the same constitutional protection as the right to life? On the table nearest the one at which were seated the Minister of Information, Max Moyo, was Patrick Mambo, Editor-in-Chief of The Advertiser, Elizabeth Salima, editor of the Morning Echo, who was whispering to one of his table mates, and John Banda of Panorama television station. At the table next to that were seated Joel Sabali of 57 FM, Mervis Mugaviri of the New Chronicle, Foster Longway from The Islander, Isaac Morrishaw from the Epoque, and Juvenile Morrishaw from the New Citizen. There were many more seated at various tables, and a keen listener would have heard some jokingly quizzing each other about whether they were at the function as hired guns or servants of the people. Charles Bangala, who was a freelancer, took in all this as he sat 6 tables away from the table occupied by the Minister of Information, at which the President and the First Lady would sit. This was a new president, but like those who had gone before him, his actions, policies and decisions did not match his promises. Like those who came before him, he was soft on corruption, favored the region of his origin, and had a political career that was anchored in ethnic links. Fortunately, today's function was not political, so there would be no ululating and waist-wriggling women clad in colors of the president's party. This year it was a presidential luncheon instead of the usual presidential breakfast, a minor and meaningless change.